Hey, what's going on everybody? In today's video I want to show you something maybe a little bit different. I think I've talked to you guys before about a RO system, reverse osmosis watering, water filter system. I have one here and I do change the filters myself periodically, and I want to show you just how much junk that these filters trap from your drinking water. So the first one is the Sediment Filter. This is the one where it just catches pretty much all the junk. Look at that filter, you guys. That is disgusting. See all those nasty chunks? That is stuff that is coming through your taps, you guys, from your city water. You can see in the center, the white portion, like look at all that sludge that's just falling off this thing. So all of this rust and whatnot is stuff that you would normally be consuming. And I don't think I need to explain too much on why you shouldn't be consuming all of that rust and nasty junk. So in the center is the white. That's what color this filter is. All this brown and rust color is what it's trapped. And it's gotten pretty close to the center, but didn't make it all the way through. And I'll show you guys, I have all new filters here. I kind of bought this like value pack of them. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be 100% white. So this is our Sediment Filter. And there's our various filters throughout. So I'm just going to show you guys changing them. It's not too complicated. You just unscrew it. You'll have your filter wrench. You unscrew them. In order to do this, you'll want to do two things. You can see that I have the faucet completely on, and I've drained all the water out of our pressure tank, our tank here. And then I don't know if you guys can see up here, but I turned off our water source. So you turn off your water source, I leave this open, I drain everything out. That way we have nice fresh water once we finish this process. You'll see I have this unique filter here. This is a Alkaline pH filter at the end of everything. You don't have to necessarily put this on, but it just brings some minerals back into your water after you strip it clean, from all the junk. This adds, essential minerals back into your water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue taking these off. I'm gonna definitely rinse this out. I gotta throw that out and we'll change our filters. So I just finished rinsing out this one, and I'm gonna take our new Sediment Filter, take it out of the packaging. It's pretty simple. You just drop it straight down and in, and then we'll screw this back on. So there we go, and then we'll just line it up with the rest of our labels, and that's it. That one is done. We'll move on to our next filter. So they tend to get on here over time. They get pretty lodged on here, I find. But if you don't, there we go. So here we go. This is our pre-carbon filter. So depending on if your system's mounted or you just have it underneath like I do, usually you'll want to have some rags because a little bit of water will come out. So I just place it like this. I've got my rag here to catch any excess water. And there we go. Here's this one. So dump the water out in your filter, and this one usually stays pretty clean, so you don't have to do too much with it. So we'll put this back down here, put our new filter in it. Remove our new filter from the package, and we'll drop this in and we'll screw it on. Next up is our post-carbon filter. So we'll take our wrench, and same thing, we'll loosen this off of here. Take it up to the sink, dump out the excess water and the filter, and we'll install our new filter. Okay, once you've changed all three of your main filters, you can put in your inline carbon filter, and we'll replace that. You can change your membrane if it's been quite a while. Usually everybody changes them about a year or so, but ours is okay in this instance, and I'm gonna go ahead and change this filter here. So we'll put in our inline carbon filter, and it's just as simple as disconnecting the ends and sliding it in. If you guys aren't sure how to disconnect these, they're called push to connect fittings, and if you see one of these, the blue locking tabs, you want to pull it out
So the blue locking tab, it comes out like this. If yours has it, you pull it out and then you squeeze here. So squeeze that little part and then wiggle your line out like so. There might be some water in there as you can see, but that's why we have the rags down. Same thing with the other side. We'll squeeze that tab, and then we can slide our line out. Then we can connect our new filter. Just be conscious of the direction. You'll see this says the flow, so you want to make sure you have it in the correct orientation, like so. And then we can click this back into its holders, and we'll connect the line to the other side as well. Okay, and with all of our filters changed, and make sure and double check that you have all your lines connected properly the same way you took them off, and then we can turn on our water source up here. So I'm gonna reach up here and turn our water back on. And you'll hear everything fill back up, so you can check for leaks at the same time. You can probably see through here. You'll see the water start to come in through all the various filters. So now it's doing our carbon filter. You can see it filling up here. And then you can see it come through here. Okay, so I did remove that pH filter because it's been on there for about a year, so I'm gonna get a new one, but for now I just went straight off our inline carbon filter. So right now it's gonna go off there. And what you do wanna do is close your tank and turn on your water source and then let this run for a little bit. So there's gonna be some air in the system. You're gonna leave it on. You're gonna see a slow trickle eventually start to come out of here. And you're not gonna wanna drink the water initially. So we'll let this until a slow trickle comes out, and I'll show you guys the next step. All right, so as you guys can see, we've got a slow trickle out of here. And now we can reach down and we can turn back on our tank. And we can shut our valve, so it's gonna start to fill the tank with water, and we'll cycle that through probably 2 to 3 times before we actually use it. All right, so every few hours or so, like I mentioned, you'll just open up your valve, drain whatever's in there. It's gonna take a few hours at least to fill up that tank. And you're gonna wanna do this, like I said, 3-4 times. So it's gonna take, maybe 6-9 hours, depending on how long your system takes to fully flush it out. But do that before you start drinking it, and that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, ask down in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to answer. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next video.